Hello, Sagittarius. This is your monthly reading for July 2020. Welcome. This is Serona Tarot, and this is the first time I'm doing for the zodiac signs after my pick a card reading. So if this resonates with you, fantastic. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. I'd love to read your comments. This is for July, something to be aware of. On the 5th of July, we have a full moon eclipse in Capricorn. Okay, so that's going to be bring big changes and releases of major energies. You can check out my previous pick a card reading to see how that's going to be affecting you. But for Sagittarius, this is your reading. These are general readings, so they may or may not resonate. If it does, then do subscribe because it means that we have some sort of connection, which is great. Otherwise, just take a moment, a few seconds, just to tune in with my energy, and let's begin. All right, Sagittarius. Right, let's see where we're going. What energies do we have for Sagittarius in the month of July 2020? Month of July 2020. What is the overall energy that Sagittarius needs to know for July 2020, please? I'm shuffling on camera, so I will take jumpers out the pack. Sometimes it takes quite a long time, so you can always just fast forward if it gets too annoying. There we go. Thank you. So your overall energy for the month of July, oh la la, wisdom. Okay, so Sagittarius, this is very much your sign anyway. You are really a sign of seeking higher wisdom, being that free spirit, trying to see the bigger picture in situations. But with this month, you are stepping into some deeper wisdom. Let's see how Moonology is going to be affecting you month of July. What does Sagittarius need to know for July? It's too many. Just one, please. Just one, please. What does Sagittarius need to know for the month of July, please? Take this one, thank you. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, so I feel that perhaps you have felt a bit stuck and frustrated. Okay, and it's telling you to hold your vision. Hold your vision. Keep going. Keep going. What starseed or angelic being or ET energies do we have for Sagittarius, please? The month of July, thank you, 2020. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Whew. So you are definitely going to be challenged this month of July with regards to what you hold true to your heart. You're going to be stepping into some deeper wisdom, and with that you'll be feeling it's like you're going from one extreme to another within the sort of emotional, but I'm feeling quite spiritual aspects. Things are challenging you, and it's calling you to hold your vision, but perhaps take it all in. I'm hearing stop fretting, just fall with the flow with things, whilst maintaining your vision, because you're going to be coming into some deeper wisdom about where your soul's path is going. And Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? So you definitely, this feels like it's quite a spiritual month for you. You feel drawn to something. There's an idea. There could be a place that you want to obviously physically go to, but I feel like where you're being called to could be a change in your path. It could be a change in your residence, in your workplace, in your financial abundance. This feels very much. I'm not feeling so much as like it's not like a theme of romance here. This is more theme of where you are on your journey, on your soul's journey. That's the energy that I'm picking up on quite strongly. So let us see what is happening for you. What is happening? Can we get more information at all? This is for Sagittarius. Oh, the jumped out. I have to take them. 5 of fire. Okay. The Chariot. I don't read the reversals. Okay. Can we get 3 more, please? 3 more, please, for Sagittarius. The Chariot has been coming up a lot in readings recently. Everyone's, I think, feeling quite a lot like they've been quite stagnant and they're ready to get going again on a collective scale globally. Messenger of water. Okay, so that would be the Knight of Cups coming in. Ooh, and we've got the last 2 there for you. Justice, so equilibrium and balance coming into the situation and setting on that new path. 2 of Wands, 2 of Fire. Okay, so we start off the month quite heavy, and then you're taking charge of the situation. What's coming in for you is some wonderful good news of an emotional aspect, which sets a balance for you to then hold your vision and drive forward. And I feel like the Messenger of Earth is really connected. I'm getting goosebumps now to confirm that Messenger is really connected to this fall into my arms surrender. So it's surrendering to the sort of the divine, it's almost like the divine feminine spirit of being nurtured, being looked after, especially when things have been in a little bit of conflict or competition. Let us clarify. Let's dig a little deeper. Right. 5 of Fire. Why is 5 of Fire here, please, for Sagittarius, July 2020? General readings, general energies. Thank you. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, working hard. 6 of Cups. The Fool. 10 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Right. So I feel like the eclipse is going to be affecting you pretty strong because where you have been working really hard, trying to manage your money, trying to make sure all the bills are paid, working really hard on either this new project, this new idea that you have, there's been a bit of conflict. It's been sort of there seems to be quite a lot of competition. So I feel like you might be it looks here like you're working on something. You've had an idea. It's like you want to take a leap of faith, and you've been working quite hard on it, and it might be that you're going back to something that you did in the past, or someone is coming back in the past who's going to help you to take this next step forward. And you're looking to create this. The Fool is a major arcana, right? And he's never done this before, so it's a brand new beginning. But with Spirit is saying, go for it. Absolutely take. If you leap, I will catch you. Okay. So you wanting to take this brand new beginning that is going to give you long-term stability and wealth. That is where you're focused on. That is what your vision is at the moment. How can I create long-term security and stability? And I feel like you're working really, really hard, but there's been a bit of competition. So it's either that this new idea that you have, there is a lot of competition around it, or there's a lot of conflict. So there could even be conflict with someone coming in from your past. Okay, we are Mercury retrograde as well, so it's usually the time for blast from the past. Could be that someone's coming in from the past and upsetting the rhythm because it's anchored by this 5 of Fire here, where there might be lots of it's not necessarily animosity. It might not even be involving you as such, but it's surrounding you. So there's an energy surrounding you that is affecting you either in the workplace or with regards to something that you're working on, okay? And it could also be sort of this element of conflict to do with sort of your finances. But I feel like it's working more in the workplace, and there could be someone who is who's perhaps causing a bit of disruption with regards to that. So you're wanting to take this new leap of faith because you can see the value, the long-term value in it, okay? The long-term security and stability in it. And I see you cutting your cords, okay? And perhaps that's what's causing the conflict, you wanting to move away. I see you departing from this situation. If this isn't a physical move, which of course it could be, very much so, could be moving jobs, moving house. If it's not a physical one, it's a metaphoric one, because she takes the lessons of the swords, which is air energy. She takes what she needs and she leaves the rest behind. She leaves the lessons that no longer serve her and she moves on to calmer waters. But in order to do that, I see you breaking away. So either someone around you has basically only looked after their own interests, but I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you're cutting the cords and you're moving away. You're moving on. You're no longer involved in, I don't know why, but I'm picking up like office politics. That sort of petty, nitty gritty competition. You're walking away into calmer waters here. So you're walking out of this highly competitive, conflicting energies that has been pulling you down, and it could be that this new step that you want to take, this new role, I want to say new role because it could also be to do with following your life's purpose, and it's a totally new thing, or it's just a new aspect of what you have been doing, but it is definitely new, and it is promising in terms of financial abundance long term. But to go from a 0 to a 10 immediately is a fast jump. So you can see the potential in it, but in order to do it, you need to hold the vision, you need to cut your cords with any of the conflicts and competition around you, anything that's not really kind of supporting you, and then move on to calmer waters. Because then we've got the Chariot here. So we've got a woman on water and a woman on a chariot with horses. There is definitely movement here. And while this is slow and steady and peaceful and serene, kind of like, I'm done with that, I'm moving on, I hold my vision and I'm going to be true to myself, this is more fast-paced. This is like, yeah, baby, I'm driving forward and I know what I want and I'm going to balance myself. And we've got Justice here with balance as well. But I'm going to take the highs and the lows of everything, and I'm going to take all my experience with me, and I'm going to charge it in this narrow pathway that is going to be suitable and abundant for me. And I'm taking responsibility and charge of the situation, because you see the wisdom now. You see the wisdom. Let's go into the Chariot. Why is a Chariot here, please? Whoop. Okay. Take all those then. So my card burnt on the candle. So let's hope you don't get burnt. I love to think that nothing is, coincidental as well. Let's see what the next can, because the Five of Pentacles was burnt, right? So yeah. Okay, this is you standing up for yourself. So as a Chariot, once you make your decision, you want to now move on. You're able to stand in your power, okay? But I feel like there is a bit of a waiting period here, because we've got the Three of Wands, we've got Temperance, and we've got the Four of Swords. So this is where you're wanting to, you stand up for yourself, but perhaps I feel like you're surprising yourself. It's like you're holding the vision, you know what you want to do, but it's like you say something, and it's almost like you're speaking to a group of people, or to a boss figure, or to even a family member or friend member, and it's like you can hear yourself speak, but it's not like an out of body experience. But what I'm sensing here is that you're standing up for yourself, and it's maybe slightly different to your normal character, okay? And it's sort of it surprises people, and in that you're surprising yourself in a really lovely way. And within that, this is what enables you to drive forward. Now, you want to drive forward, but there is a waiting period of here with the Three of Wands, okay? There is a sense of waiting for your ships to come in. You've now decided that you're charging forward. We've got this travel card here. We've got this travel card here. We've got this, which is that potential for traveling card over here. But then we've got Temperance coming in and the Four of Swords. So I feel like that once you make that first initial decision, that leap to take the next step, okay, moving on to calmer waters, holding your vision, that surprising factor of standing up for yourself, which could potentially be against your normal character, you have this waiting period here, and this waiting period is really positive, because what it's enabling you to do is just to sit within your skin for a bit and do some inner healing. Okay, rest before you really take charge. You want to take charge and you feel fired up, but what's more important is that you feel like you feel you need to be well rested before you can embark on a new journey. Okay, I feel like you've been working very, very, very hard, and there's been a lot of conflict around you, and before you can jump from one sort of haphazard situation into a kind of problem solving, innovative, entrepreneurial kind of spirit of a new system, you need a period of rest, okay? Because we've got we had Judgment coming in, and the Five of Pentacles. So Judgment is that kind of that rebirth, that judgment, that decision, that final decision that needs to be made, okay? And you're making that decision because of the Five of Pentacles. And I will absolutely take the sign that the Five of Pentacles, which tends to be the card where you feel a little bit left out in the cold, a little bit high and dry, and perhaps you don't have, the finances are a bit stuck at the moment, it's burning, okay? It's you're no longer, you stepping away from that. Especially with the Messenger of Water coming in. So there is some deep inner healing happening for you in the month of July. Once you decide to move on, take that step, be courageous. I feel like this stepping away, it's going to take people by surprise, and it might even take you by surprise. That's why it's saying to you, hold the vision, but allow yourself that moment to rest and rejuvenate, okay? Because you're going from one extreme to another, and you need to transition a little bit slowly. You've already found the wisdom in this situation. You already know where you stand. You've managed in this healing process and this major arcana of Judgment and Temperance coming in to see things clearly. You've given yourself, you've rewarded yourself the space to really sit with it first, okay? You need to heal before you can move forward. Let's see what the Messenger of Water is coming from. What's that bringing for you? And of course, with this card as well, where are you being called to journey to? You know you've got to do this. You know you have to. You feel it in your bones. You know you have to either make a physical relocation, work-wise, or romantic-wise, or residence-wise. But I'm feeling this is more so on a spiritual level. You need to find, you are feeling drawn to fulfill some aspects that it's not like it's niggling at you, but it's just been bubbling beneath the surface, but you haven't had the chance to really explore it because you've been so busy at work, and you've been surrounded by lots of you know, it's like office politics and that sort of vibe. And if it's not that, it could even be where if you're mainly working from home, that there's a bit of sort of, it's just not as a slightly tense energy at home. If you're not working outside of the home. So let's go into the Messenger of Water, please. Why is the Messenger of Water here, please? This beautiful offer coming in, this lovely offer, emotional offer coming in for you. Why is the Messenger of Water, please? Why is the Messenger of Water here, please? You need to allow yourself that time there to rest before you really take charge again. You want to jump forward, but you just need to allow yourself a moment. Okay, we've got the Hermits coming in here, Major Arcana, self-introspection, taking the time to really, very speaks well with the Four of Swords and the Temperance card here as well. So that is nice, that is beautiful, that's what you need. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is someone who starts to feel the energy and the vibe in their belly and can really make things happen. I feel like this emotional news is coming in from this Queen of Wands energy. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but it's that feminine kind of I can make it happen energy. It could also be, she tends to be quite like a very attractive, can be even feisty, but knows what she wants and she can make it happen. Perhaps you spend some time having introspection about this, or perhaps you're getting it from this person. And then we've got the Chariot again. So you've got the Chariot twice, okay? So you get some good news that's coming in from this. I feel like it's somebody else. I feel like this person is somebody else. Now, obviously it can be you. This is a general reading that you're stepping into, that I can make this happen. I am my own leader and I have all the resources I need. And obviously it's also a fire sign as well, like you. Stepping into your power, making it happen and driving forward. But I want to find out, because it's a messenger, I want to see, it feels like it's coming from somebody else. So it feels like it's more somebody else than you. And then all of a sudden you see the clarity in the situation. You now know. It's like, I feel like if you get this wonderful loving support, okay? You start to feel this loving support. Again, I'm feeling this energy here fall into my arms. Extremes of life, holding up, surrender, 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 and that divine feminine energy. But here we have a divine feminine energy, but in terms of how to make things happen, that feistiness, that control, that yes, I can do it, I am empowered. And I feel like you're getting, if that's not your energy, that is coming in from you. So there's someone around you, either from your workplace, who is supporting you with love and giving you a bit of a helping hand. I feel like it's definitely coming from that person, because you've been doing some introspection here, making sure that you are traveling on the right route, and you're feeling slightly more rejuvenated now that you've had some rest, okay? And then you get this beautiful news coming in, okay? And I feel like this news that comes in, that gives you that emotional lift, comes from this person who is a bit of a worker, right? A bit of a worker. She knows how to make things happen. Could obviously also be another fire sign. It's like this person gives you this news of some clarity of a situation. So it could be a clarity of a situation of this new journey you want to embark on, or it's clarity of the situation of where you've just left, because I see you've definitely left a situation, and she comes in with clarity, and with that aha moment, seeing things clearly, that it gives you so much emotional fulfillment. You're like, okay, I needed that because I thought this and this and this and this, and I could feel something that wasn't quite right, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it, which is why I needed to firstly leave, because of that reason, but also because I have my own idea, okay? And when this person comes in and offers you this information, this clarity, it is so rejuvenating, because what it does is it confirms that you did the right thing. It confirms that you are on the right track, and you definitely on the right track, and then you can take the Chariot even forward, okay? I feel like you're still, before that happens, you're still recovering from all of that. There could be elements where you are aware of and elements that have been hidden from you, but you've still been sort of recovering as well before you embark on the new one. And this news that comes in allows you to see things clearly. You've had the space, you've had the the chance to reflect from a distance now that you've left a toxic, not necessarily toxic, but just very fast-paced, hard-working area where you felt that your needs weren't fulfilled, your needs weren't met, you weren't doing your heart's desire. Okay, and once you have that clarity, after that introspection and this lovely news coming in from this Queen of Wands energy, you're able to drive forward. And then justice comes in. So let's see why justice is here, please. Why is justice here, please? Oh, that's too many. That's too many. I think that was more me as well rather than spirit. So let's just, it's allowed to jump out properly. Why is justice here, please, for Sagittarius? Thank you. Oh, there's loads. We have the Tower. Okay, so that which was not set on stable foundations comes crumbling down. We've got the Four of Pentacles. This could also be something that's suddenly unexpected, some upheaval. Four of Pentacles, holding back. Okay, we've got Five of Wands, which is more conflict and competition in the arena, what you started off with. We've got the Moon, things being not that clear for you, secrets, not really seeing things clearly. We've got, good, no, there's loads here. We've got the Hierophant. Okay, so this is, it could also be spiritual awakening and spiritual ascension, but this is also regulations and organizations and playing things by the rules. And I feel because this is with justice, it's more suited to that. We've got Nine of Pentacles, going solo and creating your own wealth and having the foresight to do that and having the ability to do that. Four of Wands, happy home, and the Ten of Wands, reaching the end of that cycle with that final burden to take. 10 reduces to a 1, marking the new beginning. So I can understand now why you needed the healing, because things have been rough. Okay, it's all coming out now. It is all coming out now. So where there have been areas in your life where you've been working really, really hard, you've been in this situation, there's been a niggly situation that just hasn't felt right, and you've been working really, really hard, but there's been conflict, there's been tension, all that sort of stuff, and you leave that situation to embark on your new quest. You allow yourself some time to really heal, and with that comes this information that supports that inner feeling that you had. You had this strange feeling about something, and then clarity comes in, that confirmation. You suddenly see things clearly, and when you do, baby, justice comes in. Okay, justice comes in and settles it. Okay, so what happens here is that everything comes crumbling down. And what I mean by that, it could be that your previous place that you left comes crumbling down, and you can see what is it, how it's affecting other people now. So it could be this job that, I don't know, goes into administration or something like that. It's but then we also have perhaps it's like I feel like it's an organization, because we've got the Hierophant here, we've got justice, and this needing to hold back information. So it either could be that you are being there's information that you need to hold that you don't open up, or could be that because everything suddenly comes crashing down. And remember, the Tower doesn't happen unless it needs to happen. Okay, the Tower it could also just be something unexpected that you didn't see coming in, a legal aspect that you didn't see, and you're sort of holding back. Now there might be a little bit of conflict surrounding it, but I'm here to tell you that don't judge it by face value, because we have the Moon card here coming in. Okay, so the Moon card shows that there are things that are not yet being revealed to you, and then we've got the Hierophant. So what that tells me is that this, in July, when you feel that an element, you feel like justice is starting to be served, and it starts to be served with a massive bang, okay? And all of a sudden you might feel like you need to hold back. Be careful of your finances, maybe not jump forward, just wait and see what happens. But I'm here to tell you that it's not as simple as it seems, okay? And the Hierophant is here together with justice will settle it, okay? It's almost as if an organization hasn't been honest, or there's more information to come out within an organization of some sort. This could be any sort of organization, anything that you've been associated with. I feel like it's something from the past. I don't know why. I don't feel like it's something new. I feel like it's something from the past, because it's all relative to this conflict that you've been starting the month with. Okay, the beauty of this is justice has come in to give you that Nine of Pentacles, that Four of Wands, which is your happy home, stable lifestyle, self-sufficiency, and this last little burden. You're at the 10. You're coming to the end of that, okay? We're talking money, we're talking work. And we're also talking home, like stable environment. So justice is coming in. So justice is basically, justice is serving up a huge slice of karma pie, and things are going to feel a little bit sticky, okay? But just go with it, just go with it, just go with it. It's coming in to balance things out, because the wrong way around, because it's going to be very, very surprising when things do come out. But when they do, it's not going to be very clear. It's going to take some time before everything sort of really unfolds. And it may even be that it puts you in a better place, or perhaps you're happy that you've left a situation. So let's look at the Two of Fire and see how you are moving forward. So the Two of Fire can be anything from a crosswords to a collaboration with somebody else, but it's taking that next step to do it up. And I feel like it could be to do in the workplace, but this could be to do with your personal idea, that your personal project, your personal vision that you had, this personal journey that you feel moved on to. This, by the way, this month is definitely, that's why I understand now how you are going to be getting into a lot of wisdom. And the beauty of it is that the way this is spread looks like you're giving yourself that time to really spend time nurturing yourself and having an element, a period of time where you can just rest and recoup before the shit hits the fan, okay? For things around you. And things will work out in your favor, but there might be a little bit of hard work that you need to deal with. And then finally, we've got the Two of Fire. Can we clarify the Two of Fire, please? Clarify the Two of Fire, please. Now with the Tower card, don't be too alarmed. It's not one of the anchoring cards, okay? It's just an element, but it is shocking. It is unexpected. Two of Fire, please. Two of Fire. Why is it Two of Fire here, please? Okay. We've got Seven of Cups, Two of Swords, the Lovers, Ten of Cups. How beautiful is that? Okay, so you're coming up to the end of the month, and I feel like it's going to be quite a July for you. I think things are going to really, massive changes are happening for you. You come into a period where you want to now, okay, fine, you want to take the next step. You've left a particular situation. Now, of course, because this is general, I have to say this could also be a metaphorical departure as well. But something has been left. Clarity and justice has been served. You start to feel a bit more balanced. You know you have a bit more work to do, and you're ready to move on. And when you're ready to now take this next step after all that activity and excitement in a good and a bad way, you are at this point of like, well, shit, what now? What do I do? You know, I've got so many options. There's many things I can do. And you feel maybe at a bit of a stalemate situation, like, well, I could do anything really. Now, everything, it's like you haven't been in this position in a long time where you have choices available to you, okay? You're now on the road, the next chapter in your life, and all of a sudden you're presented with more than one option. Now, you have your original idea that you can still pursue, but now you might be, because you've had space and time away, you can be reflecting on many different options, and you might feel a bit stuck, like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? It's telling me all you need to do is you need to follow your passion, okay? Now, this could be joining with somebody else, with a partnership, a romantic partner, but it's telling me that you will get clarity if you follow your passion, because your passion is going to lead you to your 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is happy home, wealth, abundance, security. Everything's emotionally uplifted, okay? You are getting there. You're absolutely getting there. So if you feel a little bit torn about that next step, once you've taken that first step, right, then the shit hits the fan. Then you clean it all up and things are revealed to you which will be in your favor. And then all of a sudden you're at a situation where you need to take that next step onto that road. Take the next step onto that road. And you might feel a bit torn. Follow the passion. Follow your fire, Sagittarius, okay? Because you've come into the wisdom. You've done your healing, okay? Hold your vision. What you've got will serve others. And where you've been called, you started the whole process because you had a deep calling of a different pathway, a different soul path, a different project, a different work idea, a different country or residence to live in. It's just something different. And if you hold that vision, you can get there. But if that vision can be approached practically in many different avenues, then just go down to the basic core of what are you passionate about. As long as you serve your passion, you will reach that happy home. Oh, big changes for you, but I see a lot of bravery here as well. A lot of bravery. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Earth. Okay, so this little messenger here, this little fairy, is bringing good news to do with money. Okay, good news to do with money and anything that's stable. So it's news that will help stable financial property, anything on that real earth element. Okay, he's coming and he's that little fairy that's running around, or flying around, shall I say, who's supporting you in this, who's nudging you here and there to say, hold the vision, hold the vision. Okay, now this is great. You've held the vision. Now make this turn, make this turn. This turn is good for you. Okay, great, great, great. Now you need to rest. Now you need to rest. Okay, fine, you've rested. Now you have the strength to handle the truth that comes in. Then once you receive the truth, you come into great deeper wisdom, and now you're able to really set foot on your path, knowing that you are 100% correct in doing so. So you're not second guessing yourself at all. You might be second guessing in terms of, oh, but I could actually do this, I could actually do that, I could, blah, blah, blah. You could be second guessing yourself in that respect, but you come at the point in July where you are not second guessing your decision you make from that beginning of July. Oh wow, Sagittarius, a lot is happening. So those are your messages. If this did resonate, please do like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification button if you want more, and I'm wishing you lots and lots and lots of love and healing and light for the month of July. See you next time. Take care.